Hello and welcome. This is part of our networking series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure BGP on a Cisco router using GNS3. So I have a Cisco image 7200 and I'm going to use that to create peering between two sites, and in each site there will be a number of subnets behind them, and then I will add the advertisement of those subnets between the two sites, so users from one side can access services on the other side. So if we start with what we have, first of all, I've got this router. If you watch the how to series or the playlist in the channel, you will see how we configure this image, how we add it to the GNS3, how we install. Please have a look at that. When you have this setup, then let's start doing the diagram here. Let's drop the first switch and then the other site. We can create some annotations and then to name the site, but then also I need some Ethernet switch. So let's grab one from here, and from there I'm going to connect some of virtual PCs as well. So if I drag, just add one here, for example, another one. Let's put this one here and this one here, just two virtual PCs. Then on the other side we do all the same. This is a sample of a large network, let's say. So if we put two routers or two switches, it's a representation of just a piece of the network that we need to practice some skills. Let's move this one to here and then put an Ethernet switch on the other side. Then we do the cabling. Let's rename the device here. For example, if we want to change, we say change host name and we call it S1. Simple name, then click OK, and here we change host name and then we call S2. Okay, so now we have short names here. Then we go to the cabling. So if we click on the cabling, now the cable is selected. We can configure the connectivity between the switch. So let's start from number 2 and add another cable, and it's connected to number 1 and 0. We're going to connect to the router. We've got a fast Ethernet already enabled as part of the installation, fast Ethernet 0/0, and we also have serial. So let's connect the two sites as well. 1/0, that's the slot 1, the first interface, and then connect to the same so we can remember easily. Then the fast Ethernet of that router connect to the first Ethernet of the switch. Second goes to number 3, and this one goes from 2 to 4. Now if you click here, it deselects the cable. Everything's now powered off. We can then put maybe some annotation or maybe a higher put in boxes so we can tell the differences between the sites. Okay, so now we know this is one site and this is another site. Let's separate them a little bit and maybe put boxes on this one. So if we select, then we can adjust, make it bigger, and then make it up to here. And this is now white background. You can change it. So if you go to style, then the color is white here, maybe greenish, bluish, whichever you prefer. Then say apply, and when that's done, you can right click and say lower the layer. So that means you can show the routers, switches, or PCs, and then you can actually copy that one, duplicate. But because this is a different site, you can change the color. So if you go to style, it is on this one. So if you say style, change the color, and maybe greenish this time, and then if you apply, that's a different site. Between them we can use maybe an oval shape. Grab this one, elongate it a little bit and squeeze it in, then drag it, put it here, and put this one. Actually, let's change the color as well, maybe here. Okay, and then apply, then lower that one. Now you can see it's easy to understand when you put a diagram like that. You can actually reduce if you want to. So let's drag it. That's for that one. Let's select this one, drag it here, make it smaller, and now for the here. So that looks better. and then we can annotate. So if you want to annotate, then you can annotate, add a note. So we can call here site A, let's say. That's the first site. Oops, site A. And here you have to add again, annotate, add note, site B. Site B. Okay, you can add subnets, you can add things if you like, but it's just to make it easy so that we know what we're doing. And the subnet I want to put here in the fast Ethernet, it is gonna be, let's annotate again, and then we can copy that annotation. We don't have to rewrite. Let's say 10.3.3.0/24, and maybe copy that one, duplicate, drag it first, and then duplicate, and then duplicate. So 3, this is going to be here, that's fine, but we're going to change the one over here. So let's double click and make it 10.1, actually 10.1.1. then double click on this one while it's there, and in between, okay, so 10.2.2.0/24. simple network. So this is the network that's connecting. Now I need to create peering between the two sites, but first I need to configure the routers, configure the networking, and they're all off, they're powered off. So what we're going to do, we will power them on, and while they are booting, I'll prepare the configurations, and then from the second video I'll show you the configurations of the router, then the BGP. So thank you, and see you in the next video.